I'm going to step off the limb. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I'm so excited to show you this pack right here. This is the Able Carry Max EDC pack right here. And I've had this pack for over a month and I've been testing it out. Pretty much since I got it, I cleared everything out the way and I started using this on a daily basis when I was going to work. It has been an excellent pack. I don't want to gush too much. I do have some critiques, some criticisms. Of course, it wouldn't come across this desk and not have any critiques. But I think we should start off with some size comparisons. Let's do that now. One of the biggest competitions, right, always gonna be, is the 26-liter GoRuck GR1. And this is kind of like what you can see. The GoRuck over here is definitely taller than the Max EDC pack. There's more depth on the Max EDC pack. Also, there's a lot more organization. So that's kind of the size comparison. Both of these packs I love to death. Couldn't choose one. I think the most appropriate size comparison we should do is to the Max pack, right? To the Max pack. Able Carry Max pack right here. If you guys check my old reviews, I consider this one of the best everyday carry packs when it came out. 30 liters, it was a little big. People said it was a travel size backpack for me. I'm 6 foot. I was like, yes, give me all of that space. And I have it in the ripstop version, but the size comparison, you can see it's probably about 3 or 4 inches taller. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. It's about 3 or 4 inches taller. So, and the depth, yeah, it's got a little bit, the Max pack definitely has a little bit more depth. I'm gonna pull the Max pack in because there are some differences between the Max EDC over here and the Max pack. So I'm gonna pull this back when it was appropriate, all right? Let's run through some of the specs on this pack because it wouldn't be a George Defined video if I didn't give you the size dimensions. Dimension that I want to talk about the most is the height of this pack right here. It's 19.6 inches high. So even though it's 26 liters and I pulled in the GR1 and that definitely is a taller pack, this one still has some height to it. It is a tall pack. So for those folks looking for a small bag, this is still not it. So I would kind of steer you to, if you're still interested in the quality that Able Carry produces, I would steer you to the Daily Plus. But if you need a little bit more space, like you're looking for more than what the Daily Plus gives you and less than what the Max pack gets you, this is where this pack fits in. It's a jack of all trades. It does a lot of good things. So the weight on this pack is 3.4 pounds. It's a little heavy. And I think the weight comes from a lot of the features that are built in this pack right here. Because I looked at that spec and I was like, 3.4 pounds. But then when I started adding up that it has basically all of the features of the Max pack just kind of shrunk down, yeah, I can understand the weight. We'll start with the pros and cons. First, we'll start with the pros on this pack right here. I got to talk about this material. The VX21 material that Able Carry uses is excellent. Am I getting tired of it? No, I'm not. I'm not getting tired of the VX21. It gives this pack a modern look. I really love it. It's got a nice shine to it. And Able Carry has a very unique design language. When you put this pack on, you know it's an Able Carry pack. It's got this kind of origami type of shape. I don't know how to really describe it. Definitely gives me more of an Asian feel. And I think that's cool. I think it's cool because I definitely like how they're able to make this design and it's so unique from everything else on the market. It doesn't look like a lot of different other packs. So the VX21 one on the outside I definitely like. I like the use of materials. They put on the bottom of the pack, they use 1000D Cordura. And we're gonna come back to the bottom of this pack because this pack is like, it's like the foundation of a home, right? Without a solid foundation of a home, then you can't build up. So the Able Carry started with a very solid foundation. And we'll come back to the A-frame and talk about all of that. Now, in the interior, they use a 420D ripstop. That's a heavyweight material, and I'm gonna show you that as well. Matter of fact, far as the positives, right? Far as the positives go, one of the favorite things on this pack for me is the main section of this pack. Now, let's go ahead and go there, right? To get to the main section, you have to open up these zippers right here. They're number 10 YKK lockable zippers. Reverse coil, definitely like them. And when we get inside, we get a clamshell opening. And we see, I love clamshell opening packs. You can see everything that's in here, right? Everything that's packed over here so nicely, good size. Over here on the lid, nice pocketing. You know, they did this, like, you see this in a lot of different packs, but the way that they did it is unique, all right? So let's kind of go through my stuff. We'll pull my stuff out so you can actually see what's going on. I got my Sony XM4s right there. Love those, noise canceling headphones. I always leave links in the description of all my stuff. This is a rain jacket. It packs down really, really tightly. This is the Evergoods cap. One, I try to get away from it. I can't. I love this thing. It's probably one of the best pouches on the market, honestly, that you can buy to organize your stuff. So cap one, definitely. This is just a little, my wife convinced me to start carrying snacks. So I started carrying snacks a couple months ago. So these are just snacks floating in the bag. And then the Evergoods cap two, again, probably one of their hottest probably selling products, to be totally honest. As much backpacks as they sell, I think that their organizers are just next level. So in there, inside, we kind of stripped out, and now we can see what's all kind of going on. I still have my notebooks in there, and it doesn't stop there with the organization inside this main section. That's probably why I went here first. You have this nice pocket up here on the side. That's super convenient. For me, I put in my sunglasses, but I think that this is a perfect spot on the side for like an umbrella you want to kind of keep out of the way. The possibilities of what you can put in a pocket like this are endless. It's really heavyweight, like this elastic material that they use inside the pocketing in the side of this pack. It's excellent, excellent quality. The materials I think are really underrated far as Able Carry. They're doing something way different from a lot of other bag companies, right? You'll just notice like the attention to detail for every stitch, every piece of, you know, everything that's put on this pack is definitely been thought through. I like that a lot. And I'm not exaggerating. Really, when you put Able Carry packs up next to a lot of packs that are really popular in the industry, it's no real comparison. The quality of the materials is excellent. Inside, you guys will see that 420D ripstop nylon right there. Silver, nice. There's some subtle branding right here in the middle. And then you'll see this little billow. It's like a little billowy pocket right here. This is for your water bottle pocket that's on the outside of the pack. We'll get back to that, right? But just one pocket, and then you also have these little D-ring, these little loops all the way around the inside of the pack right here. And that's where you can lash different things in. They have a keychain loop that's inside of another section where you can move that keychain loop inside of here and other places throughout the bag. And I think there's a couple actually on the lid of the bag itself as well. Nice size pocketing right here. There's actually some good volume in these pockets. I like that. In there, I just put my work phone. I was about to say wallet, just the work phone. So there's so much organization. There's like a lot of places where you can kind of spread your stuff out throughout the bag and kind of keep separate. I like that. In this pocket, nice heavy duty mesh. It's a finer mesh, but still heavy duty, right? In there I put my mechanics gloves and a little microfiber cloth. It's kind of like my little everyday carry system that I always use. I always keep gloves on me because you never know what could happen. You might need to use your hands for something. Don't want your hands all torn up. But yeah, even in this pocket right here, you got extra volume. So it's like a little shelf, a little cuff down here, right? So it's just not a flat sewn pocket like what you would see in like a GoRuck GR1. It's got extra volume, curves down here to put larger items in there. This main section to me is excellent. The next thing that I really like about this pack is the external pockets on this pack. Lots of organization, quick access everywhere. So we'll start over here in this pocket right here in the side. It's just a little quick access pocket where you can slide in your keys. Nice longer key lanyard with a metal clip. Somebody's listening out there. And then you also have a place down here where you could like slip in a little wallet. I got my little, minimalist front pocket wallet that slips in this pocket again with that nicer heavy duty elastic material inside. It's kind of pull it out, and this is the keychain loop that I was talking about. You can see that orange little accent piece. Definitely like it. You can move that all around the bag. You'll find these little loops throughout the bag. It's pretty tight. So I love the fact that you have place for your keys and wallet. It's on, quick access right here on the side of the bag. Then we got to talk about this is your water bottle pocket, right? Able Carry Max had a water bottle pocket. This one has a water bottle pocket as well. So I have my 32-ounce Nalgene bottle. It was like, bro, is that really going to fit in there? Yes, it will. It's a tight fit, but it will fit in there. So that's an excellent thing. I'm going to kind of shove a little bit. This is like the maximum water that I would carry in my pack, right? I'm not carrying usually 32-ounce Nalgene bottles anymore. I usually do with like smaller water bottles, but I want to show you that it actually will fit in there. And it kind of bulks the bag out just a little bit, and also it's going to push into some of the main section of the main compartment. But if you gotta have your water, you gotta carry that 32-ounce Nalgene bottle. There you go. I like that a lot. Now, one of the things that was on the Able Carry Max, the larger, the big brother, was a work section, right? Got our 17-inch laptop in there. That's a Dell Inspiron. It's an older, fatter laptop, but it fits into this section, right? Suspended off the bottom, like it a lot. And you also have the little work compartment where you could put your laptop charger. Or for me, and one of the things that I didn't mention, on the little zippers on a lot of the sections, there's this little hint of orange. Gives it some contrast, and it actually stands out from the bag. So it gives a lot of easier to find when you're looking through things. Now, in this little section, there's a couple of little slots, just like the Max Pack. This section was there as well. In this section, I have a little battery bank, Chevron cord with multiple charging options there, and I have a knife and a flashlight. Benchmade bug out, carbon fiber, super nice knife. Stupid ridiculous. Benchmade's prices are crazy. And the Lumitop EDC tool flashlight is also what I carry. It's my preferred flashlight. It's small, it's cheap. I have multiple of them. If I lose one, I don't care too much. They're like 20 bucks. But this is supposed to be like for your work stuff, right? So I put my tools in there, right? Your tools might be mouse, or your tools might be SD cards. Your tools might be whatever you need, but I need these things because those are my tools that I use a lot, right? Like if I got a charge, I got my charging stuff up there. Now, difference in this section that's different from the Max, right? The Max had an extra sleeve inside of this section, plus the zipper on one side zips all the way down. Let me pull back the Max, right? So you can see what I'm talking about. So first difference on the Max Pack, there's an AquaGuard zipper on here. On the Max EDC pack, it's a regular YKK reverse coil zipper. It's lockable, but there's no AquaGuard zipper. And I asked Able Carry specifically about this because I was like, well, wouldn't you want to put an AquaGuard zipper on that section? And they're saying that AquaGuard zippers over time will dry out and crack. I've seen it myself, which is true. So they put just a regular YKK zipper on this one. I don't know if they're going to be moving to a regular YKK zipper on the Max pack, but just something to note, right? This is what I wanted to show you though, right? On the Max pack, it opens up a lot wider. I kind of prefer this, right? It gives me a lot more accessibility to this section. I kind of wish through my testing that this zipped down just a little bit further. Since you gave it to me on the Max, I was expecting it on the Max EDC, right? But there's a little pocket in here. This is like a tablet's pocket. They didn't steal that from you on the Max EDC pack. They just moved it to the main section, right? And in the main section, you have your little sleeve where I pulled my notebooks out of. So you just have that sleeve down here. Took it out of this section and then just moved it to the interior. So let's go to my next favorite thing on this pack right here. And it's gotta be the back panel and the shoulder straps. Very comfortable. You got good width, not like a super dramatic ergonomic cut on the shoulder straps, but well padded, very firm. I like that a lot. On the shoulder straps themselves, you do have like a little card slot here. I don't usually use these. Like Able Carry advertises, I don't usually stick cards in here. You know, the idea is that you could stick a card in this slot and then you could probably pull it out and get on the Metro and stuff. I just usually stick my Metro card in my wallet inside my bag. I'm glad they gave it to me, but it's not the greatest thing for me, right? You do have a sternum strap. It's a magnetic sternum strap. Now, I've heard people say, you know, they don't necessarily like the magnetic sternum straps. I love them, you know. I like the fact that they snap back together. And sometimes they do, like, you undo them and then they'll find their way back together and you got to undo them again. That's a little, you know, that's the price we pay for the convenience of the magnet. So I do like these a lot. This is a good sternum strap. The shoulder straps, like I said, are excellent. Good width on them. They feel really comfortable. Now, I would take you down to this webbing down here, right? And most folks won't talk about the webbing because it's just webbing, right? Not on Able Carry stuff. It just seems like they've selected the materials for every piece of this and like really thought over. This is like a heavier weight nylon. It's a seatbelt type of nylon webbing, but it's thicker. It's thicker than what you usually see. Nice little keeper there. I'm not gonna go on and on about the webbing, but it's excellent. That's all I want to tell you, right? So let's talk about the back panel, right? The back panel, slight curvature on the back panel. And it feels good. It doesn't, to me, feel as good as the Able Carry Daily Plus. I really like that back panel. This feels comfortable, but that Able Carry Daily Plus back panel, it had like little pods, like little pod sections right here. That thing is next level. This is good, but Able Carry Daily Plus is next level. I still like this a lot. It's very comfortable. You do have a luggage pass-through in the middle right here, so you can slide it onto your roller bag. That's nice as well. Super nice. And you got to kind of keep this in context as I'm giving critiques, right? I'm critiquing this bag against another Able Carry bag, right? So just keep that in context. They're both really good. Like, I love the fact that Able Carry does this thing, right? They give you like these stitches on the shoulder strap. Just gives you this sense of confidence, like this shoulder strap is not going anywhere. There's not going to be any fraying or pulling out if you put a heavy load. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about on this bag are the interactions for carrying it. Yes, the shoulder straps are one interaction. Then you have like this toilet loop. This must be something that they do in Hong Kong, but they hang their backpacks up on inside the toilet. So they give you a separate loop for hanging it up in the bathroom stall, which is cool. You know, like, okay, thanks, you know. Then you have the grab handles. The grab handles on this bag are excellent. They've been excellent throughout the line, right? They're just repeating. They're excellent on the regular Max pack right here as well. Great grab handle on the top, and then you also have a grab handle here on the side. So Max EDC, same thing. Great grab handle on the top, great grab handle on the side, right? And you also have loops and lashing points all the way around the bag where you can lash things in, which is really tight. Said I was gonna come back to the A-frame on the bottom. The A-frame allows this pack to stand up. Pretty much throughout the video, I've set this pack down and it stood up on its own. So this is kind of the orientation it's been. I haven't put anything special in it. I think that cap 2 is sitting on the bottom of this pack. It might be aiding it a little bit, but I believe this pack is designed to stand up. The A-frame on the bottom helps the bag give the bag, you know, structure, rigidity, kind of pulls the bag in. It will stop it from sagging, gives you some extra lashing points if you want to lash some things in. And this is also the home of that Cordura fabric, which is really tight. So those are the kind of the positives. There's a lot of positives about this bag. I'm probably missing some, but we're gonna move on to the negatives. And I only have a couple, right? And you might have said, well, you kind of missed the front section on this bag, George. Yes, I did. First thing that I want to talk about on this front section is right here, is through this little, you know, is that horizontal or vertical pocket right here. So you have double zippers on this pack. Smaller YKK zippers, they're nice, but they're double, right? On the, I keep on bringing this back in. On the Max Pack, on the front section, you only have a single zipper, right? Only a single zipper in there. So I wanted to point that out, and I'm gonna bring that Max Pack back in just 1 second. But yeah, inside, it's a big open space. I think they said this is close to 8 liters of your 26 in this front section, right? In there, I have the garage built gear pouch. This carries like my knives and flashlights, just all my everyday carry odds and ends stuff. So I wanted an organizer because this section, Able Carry designed it to put like shoes in, any kind of like just odds and ends, you could just throw it in. So for me, I didn't enjoy it as much as I do on the Able Carry Max. The Able Carry Max has some organizational slots here in the front, and that's where I can put like my quick access, more of my quick access stuff. Like I would probably pull that battery bank up to the front, my knife, my flashlight up to the front. So if I want to pull it up to the front, I'm gonna have to end up putting it in something like this, right? But they wanted this to be like a quick draw section. I'm not sure I agree with that, right? I like the fact that in the Max Pack, let me pull the Max Pack back up. I like the fact in the Max Pack, when you zip this section down, there is like this, just a minimal sleeve in there, and it has like 2 pockets where you can slip items around. In this pack, I found like when I put items in, everything falls to the bottom, right? So I have my, little 360 camera in there with the selfie stick. Of course, it's jammed down in the bottom, so everything just falls. If it's smaller items, will just fall in the bottom of this pack right here. That's not the only pocket. In the side of this quick access, there is a pocket right here. Again, the placement of it is not the greatest for me, right? Because it's kind of tucked up on the lid or front side of this pocket, and it's got the zipper, and it's a shallow pocket. It's like a thin pocket, goes just like this along this side. It still has the high quality expanded, you know, mesh in there. But for me, I really struggled to find something that I would want to put on the underside of this pocket. So I was like, don't know about this. If it was George's company, I would have put some organization right here in the front. And shout out to my boy, Bo Ishimoto, who on the Max Pack talked about changing the orientation of the pocketing in the front. I would have done that on this pack and kind of made it like a recycle fighter battalion with the pocketing just like this, so you could slide items in and out. Really simple, you know, with that same expandable mesh. This setup for me, it was just okay. I was really wishing for something else. So that's just one thing, right? Then the next thing that is kind of a negative for this pack is this quick access pocket right here. Now, initially, it's a pocket right here. This is the 1000D Cordura, kind of extends down to the back all the way around. But initially I was super excited because when I opened this pocket up, when I didn't have the laptop in there, right? When I didn't have the laptop in there, this pocket opens up super wide, nice depth, put my whole hand in there. But when you put a larger laptop like this 17-inch Dell Inspiron in there, it stiffens that pocket up and it makes it a lot more, it makes it harder, especially when it's zipped up. It makes it harder to get your hand in there, right? So I might have initially thought, well, I can put my wallet, key, cell phone right here, but when you put a taller laptop in there, it severely limits the amount of space that's in this pocket. So that's something that, you know, I just noticed through, you know, longer term use and actually testing the pack out. So that's one thing that I probably would change about this pack. On the Max Pack, this pocket opens up really wide, but I would guess that it's because the height of the laptop is lower in the pocket. It still allows you to get a little bit more space in that quick access pocket on the top. But yeah, those are what my 3 negatives, right? This front pocket in the organization, and then this top pocket, not in love with the space it gives when you have a larger, taller laptop in here. Fortunately for me, my regular work, everyday carry laptop is a 14-inch laptop. So it only comes to about here. So I still have a lot of space. But once I put that 17-inch laptop in there, I noticed that space kind of changed. But I want to show you everything kind of unbiased about this pack. I think it's a winner. I think Able Carry did something very special with this pack. By reducing the size, it makes it more manageable for a larger group of people. And I think that the accessibility on the outside of the pack is still really good. Even though, you know, you do have a problem with this pocket, I can figure this front pocket out with the organizer, a flat organizer or something like that. I'm kind of, you know, I just have a whole bunch of organizers, so I can figure it out. I want to thank Able Carry for sending this pack out to me to test out and review and allowing me, you know, kind of first access to this pack. It is excellent. It's a winner. It's come through with their same quality. They take backpacks and carry very seriously, you know, more than a lot of companies. And I don't think folks really realize how much effort they put inside their packs. A lot of testing, a lot of like show and tell. What do you think about this? And they're open to ideas and criticism. So I hope they take those 2 points that I gave them at the end, and like the Max EDC 2 has a little bit of changes in it, and it's gonna be a damn near perfect everyday carry, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up button if you loved it. Subscribe, come back, I got more gear, and I'll see you guys in the next time, man. Peace.